Hey guys, I hope my computer isn't making too much noise because, I don't know, it's like broken or something. Hopefully you guys can't hear that too much. But, what's up guys? I got another UU match, surprise, surprise. This is against Wandererofthewind, and, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to be sipping on some, protein shake right now, and I'll, try and narrate this as best I can. So I'm leading off with my Scarf flag on here. Gonna U-turn the Miss Magius, get a nice little crit there, it's always good. Gonna do about 40% damage. I'm gonna send him my Snorlax, and he's just gonna go for the nasty plot right away, and I don't have much I can do to a nasty plot Miss Magius, and I'm just gonna stay in here and try and crunch it as he goes for the hidden power fighting, and that's gonna do an ass load of damage. And this is like a 252 special deed, and I think 252 HP Snorlax, which is a lot of defense and HP. But yeah, as you saw there, I'm able to finish him off with a crunch, which gets that threat out of there pretty easily. He's going to go out into his Darmanitan, and I'm just going to switch out to him on top, going to get that Intimidate off, knowing he's going to go for a Flare Blitz, U-turn, something like that. And pretty much anything Darmanitan can do will pretty much be rendered useless with my Hitmontop here. And as you saw, he's going to U-turn out into his Roserade. My Hitmontop is not really going to do much to it, so I'm just going to switch out and go to the thing. This time, I'm actually predicting the Sleep Powder, unlike last battle. And Azelf is pretty much the most useless thing to my team right now. It can take the Sleep Powder probably the best. So that's going to go to sleep. I'm going to switch out to Miss Magius, just trying to taunt, stop it from setting up those toxic spikes as he just did. I don't know whether he predicted that or not, but he's going to go for the Giga Drain there. Able to do some damage to me. It's not too bad though. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp here because this is like my utility Miss Magius. Going to try and burn it, get some residual damage. And he's going to do another Giga Drain, get as much damage as he can on me. And he's just going to switch out here. I'm not really sure why, but he's going to go out into his Empoleon here, and I think it's I think it's a defensive one, especially a defensive one, but I'm not too sure. And I'm going to go for the Pain Split there, and that's going to get my HP up to a little more than half, which is awesome. Able to taunt here, stop him from setting up rocks, do whatever, but he's just going to go out for the Scald again. I think that was kind of a dumb play because he already knew I had taunt from the previous Pokemon, so I probably shouldn't have went for it, but I did just in case. Since I see the leftovers, it'll probably be like a utility kind of set, something like that. So I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp, and what do you know, it hits again. It's pretty good. I'm getting lucky with these Will-O-Wisp hits. And he's going to go for a Scald, get the burn here. Kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't really lower my attack, but it does give me residual damage. So we're both burnt here, both trying to kill each other off. And I'm going to be at 41 HP. And I'm just going to go for the Pain Split because I know everything on his team has more HP than I do, so it doesn't matter what he switches out to, I'm going to get some HP. And he's just going to keep firing off Scalds. And in real life here, I did not see that it said his taunt wore off, and I just saw that going over the recording. And I realized that's how he was able to go for the Stealth Rock. Like, if I wouldn't have seen that, him right there, yeah. So I went for the Shadow Ball here because I thought he'd just keep going for Scalds, and I'd go for a Shadow Ball, get as much damage as I can, be killed off to a Scald, but he's going to go for the rocks, which is a good play. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. And, yeah. So, I'm going to die off next turn here. My Miss Magius will. I'm just going to try and Pain Split again since there isn't much I can do. He's going to roar me out, predicting a switch. But he's going to roar me out into a Snorlax, and I'm going to get poisoned from that one layer of toxic spikes. And I do have thick fat on the Snorlax, obviously, since it's poison. I'm not sure which is better. I think immunity would come in handy more, like from my personal experience, but I'm not really sure about like what the better one is. I don't know. I guess it just depends. So I'm going to go for the rest here, knowing I'm faster, get rid of that poison, get up to full health. This is a curse, rest, and body slam, and what else do I have? Crunch, yeah. Kind of set. It's pretty cool. It's kind of defensive rest kind of thing. And I'm going to get roared out, I think. Maybe I switched. I can't really remember, into my Flygon. And he's going to die off from that burn, which is pretty nice. So he's going to go out into his own Hitmontop here. And his Hitmontop is a lot different from mine. Instead of having like the defensive build like me, he's going to have the bulk up variant, which is... Actually, I think it's pretty underrated. As you saw there, I'm just going to U-turn out, go to my Mismagius, knowing that I'll die off from the rocks, try and scout his set. But he just ends up getting a free bulk up, which kind of sucks. So I'm thinking, crap, I really don't have much to do since my Zelf is asleep. And that has a stab psychic, which would do a pretty good amount of damage. But I'm going to go into my Hitmontop because I know I can wall most of his hits, and I can also intimidate and lower his attack 1 level, so he's just at +1 defense. I'm going to spin off the Toxic Spites, spin off the rocks there as he goes for another bulk up. So he's pretty much just going to set up for a while until I like threaten him, which I don't really have too many threats. And after all these after turn effects, I'm going to go for a Toxic, just trying to stall him down. And this Toxic was actually really useful because, yeah, you'll see in a bit. But yeah, he's going to go for the high jump kick, and that does a pretty good amount of damage. I will not be able to live another one. And I'm just going to switch out here. Go to my Zelf, even though it's asleep, because I just want to try and have it wake up. I think he predicts that switch there and goes for a bulk up, or maybe he just knows I can't do shit to him. Either way, he's getting another bulk up. And I wanted to switch out and save my Hitmontop just in case I needed it later for another Intimidate, you know. And he's just going to go for a Stone Edge. It's going to hit, and that's going to take me down to my Sash. Gets a crit, but it's useless. And he's going to go for a Sucker Punch on this turn, predicting me to attack. And even if I did attack, I probably wouldn't have woken up anyway. That's what I'm realizing now, that sleep is like super important in 5th generation because of the new mechanics of how it works. And I think I'm going to start using like a Roserade or something, because I realize how useful it is. Like, it completely nullifies one of their Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So as you saw there, I'm going to go into my Hitmontop, get the Intimidate, go for a Sucker Punch, as he goes for a Sucker Punch, because I'm quicker. And so I know at this point, I know he's going to... I'm faster, so he's not going to keep going for a Sucker Punch, because I can just go down, keep going Sucker Punches, because mine's faster, and I'll just hit him all day until I'm out of PP. So I predict him to switch up his moves, because the Sucker Punch wouldn't work, but he's just going to go for the high jump kick, and I'm going to go for the close combat there, and I was faster, so I'm going to get a little bit of damage, but it's not too much. But it isn't enough for the Toxic to take him down, however, so his main threat is out of the way pretty much for me. I'm going to go into my Scarf Flygon as he goes into his, I think, Scarf Darmanitan. He's going to pull a double switch. I'm not really sure why. Go into his own, oh yeah, that's right, because he was predicting my Earthquake, and here I go for the Earthquake again, just predicting him to hard switch out, or U-turn out, and having him be faster, but he goes for Draco, and thank God he misses. And at this point, I was thinking he was a Specs Flygon, because I don't know, I've never seen like a special Flygon. So I'm going to go in my special wall Snorlax, and that is going to do a shitload of damage because he gets a crit and he's Life Orb. So I know I can't take another one probably, even though he's -2 special attack, but he's also going to switch out and go into his Darmanitan. And here I was just trying to get rid of the sleep turns and stay in, and what sucks is that sleep mechanics, even for rest, it restarts if I switch out. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a lot harder to play around with sleep in this generation. So he's going to finish me off with a Flare Blitz. I'm just going to leave it in, not trying to risk anything else getting killed. I'm going to go with my Scarf Flygon, go for the Scarfed Outrage. I did not think this would kill. I mean, I know Darmanitans are frail as hell, but I did not think my... I think this is a timid Flygon actually too. I just want it to outspeed everything, or outspeed all other variants of Flygons and stuff. And what do you know, I get the second Outrage takes out the Roserade, which is almost at full health in one hit. So I'm really surprised with Flygon here, but I don't get the 3-turn Outrage, and I end up hitting myself in Confusion. I'm just gonna risk the Confusion hacks there because I don't want anything else, meaning my Raikou, to take specs or a life orb Draco Meteor from this thing. So he's gonna finish me off, get his special attack lowered, and I'm gonna go into my Raikou, which is just a normal Raikou. It's like a sub Calm Mind, and I'm gonna be faster and able to finish him off with a Hidden Power Ice. So yeah, it was a pretty good game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you all you stoners out there had a nice 420 yesterday, and I will be watching the UFC 145 tonight. Go Rashad Evans. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys even like UFC, who you want to win, your thoughts, predictions, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.